Okay, we've already talked about this earlier this year, but we're going to review it with our story, Big Red Lollipop. One of our strategies that we talked about in reading is called monitor and clarify. We pay attention as we read. If something doesn't make sense, we can use one of these 4 ways to help us understand it. So this helps us comprehend. Can you say comprehend? Comprehend means you understand what you're reading. So if you're reading and you don't understand the book, should you keep reading? No. You need to understand the book because if you don't, when you take your AR test, you won't do very good if you didn't comprehend it, right? But also, reading isn't fun if you don't understand what's going on. So these are 4 strategies that we can use to help us understand a book when we don't understand it. We can reread it. So reread the part of the text that you don't understand. Sometimes when you reread it again, it makes sense. You can use what you already know. What is it called, what we already know? What's that word, Wyatt? Schema. Knew what you already know. Your schema to connect. Remember, we have 3 kinds of connections. Do you remember the kind of connections we have? What's one, Kate? Text to world. Emma? Text to self. Chase? Text to text. Goodness gracious, y'all are doing so good. Can't believe you remember all that. Then we did this part last week. Ask questions is about the part you don't understand. What is a question word? What's a word you use to start a question? Sydney? Is. Gracie? Where? Lily? When? Heather? How? Good job. So what was the paragraph mostly about? Why did the main character say that? Remember, we ask questions before we read, during when we read, and after we read. And we look for visual clues. We can use headings, captions. We talked about headings and captions in nonfiction. We're going to talk about them this afternoon when we create a book about Christopher Columbus. We look at pictures for clues. Remember, sometimes if we don't know what a word is, the picture can give us a clue. Or the special type can help me. So 4 things we can use that we've already learned a lot about. These are all strategies we can use to understand a story. Reread, connect, ask question, and use your clues. So we're going to talk about this as we read Big Red Lollipop. So, looking at this picture, do you have any questions you might have about this story? What's a question you might have, Corbin?
Maybe she might have a red lollipop.
Put that in a question.
Where did she get the red lollipop?
Where did she get that red lollipop? I knew someone was going to ask that. Who else has a question? Sadie. Why is she looking at that big red lollipop? Probably because she's hungry, don't you think? Or it looks pretty tasty. All right, let's turn the next page. I'm so excited. I run all the way home from school. Ami, I've been invited to a birthday party. There's going to be games and toys, cake and ice cream. Can I go? Sana screams. I want to go too. Ami says, what's a birthday party? It's when they celebrate the day you were born. Why do they do that? They just do. Can I go? So what do you think using our clues to help us comprehend? Who is Ami? Who is Ami? Who's Ami, Gracie? Her sister or her mom? Okay, what do you think, Xavier? The baby, but Ami talks. She says Ami, and then Ami says, what's a birthday party? Okay?
Maybe her little sister that's hugging her mom.
Okay, but we hear Sana scream, I want to go too. So that's probably this sister. This sister probably can't talk. So the illustration shows a woman, the picture shows a woman with younger children, and the girl asks Ami if she can go. Would she ask a little sister if she can go to a party? No. Would you ask a mom if you can go to a party? Yes. So Ami is her mom. Okay? Sana screams, I want to go too. I can't take her. She's not invited. Why not? Said Ami. They don't do that here. Ami says, well, that's not fair. You call up your friend and ask if you can bring Sana, or else you can't go. But Ami, they'll laugh at me. They'll never invite me to again. Sana screams. I want to go too. I'm a little confused why Ami, her mom, insists that her daughter call up her friend and ask if she can bring Sana. So I will reread the text. Ami asks why her daughter can't take Sana. I can't take her. She's not invited. Well, that tells me she doesn't understand how birthday party invitations work. Does her mom understand that? No. I still don't understand why she doesn't know this. Then I notice that the daughter says, they don't do that here. They don't do that here. That helps me understand that Ami has not lived in America her whole life, right? And she says they don't do that here. Maybe not in this town. And maybe that it was okay to bring family members to a party where she used to live. But in America, you have to be invited. But she told her she has to call her friend and ask her if she can go. I say, look, Sana, one day you'll get invited to your own friends' parties. Wouldn't you like that better? No, I want to go. Now. I beg and plead, but Ami won't listen. I have no choice. I have to call. Sally says, all right, but it doesn't sound all right. I know she thinks it's weird. So why does the main character, the little girl, feel like she has no choice but to call her friend? Why does she have no choice but to call her friend? Why, Chase?
Because she really wants to go to the birthday party.
Yeah, and her mom said, only if you bring your sister, right? Okay, how do you think the main character feels about that phone call she had to make? Grant? She didn't want to, so is she mad, upset, scared? What would you think, Emma?
Embarrassed.
Maybe a little embarrassed. Yeah, I think that's a good word. Even though her friend said it was okay, she can tell by the sound of her voice that it really wasn't. At the party, I'm the only one who brought her little sister. Sana has to win all the games. And when she falls down during musical chairs, she cries like a baby. Before we leave the party, Sally's mom gives us little bags. Inside there are chocolates and candies, a whistle, a ruby ring, and a big red lollipop. Sana eats her big red lollipop on the way home in the car. I save mine for later. Sana doesn't know how to make things last. By bedtime, her candies are all gone. Her whistle is broken, and the ruby in her ring is missing. I put my big red lollipop on the top shelf of the fridge to have in the morning. All night, I dream about how good it will taste. What do you think is going to happen next? What's going to happen next, Wyatt? He thinks her little sister's going to eat it. So how is Rubina different from her younger sister, Sana? How is she different here in the story? One's older, one's younger, but how are they different in the way they act, Isaiah? How are they different in the way they act, Rubina and her little sister? How did they act differently just now?
Her little sister ate all her candies and
Yes. And Rubina did what?
did not.
Yes. One ate through the candies and broke their toys and already used everything up. But Rubina, the older one, did not do that. Okay, let's turn the page. In the morning, I got up early to have it. Sana's already up. When she sees me, she runs away. I open the fridge door. All that's left of my lollipop is a triangle stuck to a stick. Sana! How does Sana's older sister react when she sees what Sana has done? What does she do? What does she do, Blaze?
She's angry.
She gets angry, and what does she do, Emma?
Scream.
She screams her name. How would you react if this happened to you? Let's use our schema. How would you feel if this happened to you, Alyssa? How would you feel if someone ate your lollipop? You'd be mad. That's right.
I'll be sad.
How is this the same or different from what you predicted? It's the same as what Wyatt said was going to happen, wasn't it? Wyatt predicted that she was going to eat her lollipop, and she sure did. I hear a sound in the front hall closet. I should have known. That's where she always hides. I shove aside the coats and boots. I'm going to get you. Quick as a rat, she scoots through my legs and runs around and around the living room, the dining room, the kitchen, yelling, Ami, Ami, help, help! So how does this picture help you understand what's going on? Look at that picture. That's a pretty cool picture. How does it help you understand what's going on, Xavier? Yeah, this is like a picture of the house, and they're just going all around it. Shows where they ran in the house. How will the way Sana's big sister speak on this page be different from the way Sana speaks? Sana's sister is speaking in an angry tone. How do you think Sana would speak when she speaks to her sister right now? Would she be acting angry? How would she be talking, Chase? How do you think her little sister feels right now? She just ate her big sister's lollipop, and her big sister's chasing her around the house. How would little sister feel? Scared, yes. Probably a little scared. And because she's going, help, help. Ami comes out, rubbing her eyes. Sana runs behind Ami where I can't get her. What's going on out here, says Ami. Sana says, Rubina's trying to get me. Ami puts her hands on her hips. Are you trying to get your little sister again? She ate my lollipop. The greedy thing, she ate it. Ami says, for shame, it's just a lollipop. Can't you share it with your little sister? I want to cry, but I don't. Sana runs to the fridge and brings back the triangle stuck to the stick. Look, I didn't eat all of your lollipop. I left the triangle for you. See, says Ami, she didn't eat all of it. She's sharing with you. Go ahead, take the triangle. So I have to take it. Go ahead, eat the triangle, but I don't. With all my might, I throw it across the room, and it skitters under the sofa. Sana scurries after it and eats that too. She's really upset. She's really upset. The worst thing is that all the girls at school know if they invite me to their birthday parties, I have to bring Sana. I don't get invitations for a really long time. And I ask myself, why doesn't Rubina explain to her friends why she asked her? Why wouldn't she just tell her friends what happened? I wonder why. Rubina looks so upset but doesn't do anything to help her friends understand why she did what she did. Ah, then I remember that the only reason she made the telephone call was because her mother asked her to. Rubina does what her mother wants her to do and does not want to speak badly of her mother. Because is it nice to talk bad about your parents? So she probably doesn't want to tell her friends because then she'd be talking badly about her mom. So that's why she decides not to say. Then one day, Sana's a little more grown up, comes home waving an invitation. Ami, I've been invited to a birthday party. There's going to be games and toys and cake and ice cream. Can I go? Our little sister Mary Ann screams, I want to go too. Sana says, no, I can't take her. She's not invited. Uh-oh. Is this the same thing that happened? Yes, but now she's not the little sister that wants to go anymore. She's the big sister that got invited. What do you think's going to happen next? Yeah, she's probably going to have to bring her little sister just like Rubina had to bring her. Ami says, well, it's only fair. You went to Rubina friend's party. Now Rubina and Mary Ann can go to your friend's party. I say leave me out of it. Ami says, fine then. You have to take Mary Ann. So can you look at this illustration here? This is why, this helps you understand why Rubina says, leave me out of it. Look at her. She's imagining. Does she look like she's having fun in her imagination? No, it doesn't. It shows Rubina thinking about what she should do. She pictures in her mind going to the party with her two younger sisters and decides, I don't really want to go. That wouldn't be too fun. Now it's Sana's turn to beg and plead, and Ami won't listen. Sana's begging so hard she's crying, but still Ami won't listen. I could just watch her have to take Miriam. I could just let her make a fool of herself at that party. I could just let her not be invited to any more parties, but something makes me tap Ami on the shoulder. What? Don't make Sana take Miriam to the party. No, says Ami. No, I say. Ami thinks for a moment and then says, okay, so Sana gets to go by herself. Is that a nice big